And then I did, it was the weirdest thing. Finding Ys 9 was very difficult this week.
Yeah, they the reason why was because pandemic plus pre-order copies were just not, people weren't pre-ordering the game.
It came out on Tuesday. Yeah. I couldn't find it. No one around me had it. Like no one. Yeah. Target, Best Buy, GameStop, nobody had it. So then I had to order it, and it didn't get to me till Friday. So I started up last night. I played like 2 hours, and that's about it. And the first hour and a half is like the beginning part where it's like explaining things to you and running through the story and all of this. So I don't have much of an opinion on the game yet outside of its ease. So it's feels like, all right. So the E series, the thing I like about it still is that it feels like a modern PS2 game, kind of is the best way to describe the Ys games. And I'm perfectly fine with that, because when I buy an Ys game now, I don't expect like some massive Final Fantasy 15 or even 16 style presentation where it's like, super high quality, over the top kind of thing. I expect that PS2 feel to it for these games. And I like that for some of them. So I've enjoyed the action. It is, again, an action RPG style game. So I need to play more of it, because this is going to be a longer game, and I've played like 3 hours of it because I just got it last night. But the physical copy came with a bunch of stuff, so it's cool. Has a soundtrack CD in there. It has an actual manual. There's a manual in there, which is amazing. And it runs at 60 frames per second, all of that on the PS5 through backwards compatibility. And the loading time is barely there. Like basically the screen is flashes, and then it like you're outside.
They always do a great job with their physical copies, like Falcom and Nippon Ichi Software. Like they always have great collection editions, physical copies. So yeah, it's good to see that the game is good. Most of the people that did get the game, though, a lot of people just downloaded it digitally, to be honest. So yeah, that's like kind of the thing.
It will be heading to the Switch and the PC, I believe, later on this summer.
Yeah, it'll be later this summer. So I think they said, did they say spring or summer? Which one?
I have to double check. It might have been April.
Yeah. So either way, it's coming to Switch and it's coming to PC for those who want to play it on there. So that's good. I always like the E series. I was a big fan of Lacrimosa of Dana, so it's good to see this one's good too.
It was fun. I've enjoyed it so far. So next week I'll probably have more of an opinion on it. So did I miss any other new games this week?
Can I just real quickly say something about the werewolf game?
Yeah. Okay. So the werewolf game we got to bring up for a second here, because after we were done the podcast, was it last week or the week before? I was like looking at PS5 games, and I mentioned that werewolf game for a few minutes there, because that's where we were with these PS5 games. Because I'm like, when's the next actual PS5 game like that's worth looking at? And I'm looking through it, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna download Destruction All Stars on PlayStation Plus, because I don't know if anyone's gonna spend $70 on that thing. And I'm thinking Returnal's the next one, but then there's this werewolf game, and you can ask him. I seriously thought about buying it, just be like, I wonder what this is. I didn't, because I figure, Max, you would probably take the bullet on that one. So what are we dealing with here?
So I beat it, and they sent me a copy on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. It is a true, they're not just PS4 versions upgraded. It's like straight up a version. Wow, it's weird. I think the combat is interesting. You become a werewolf. The whole dynamic of it that makes it kind of broken is that you just sneak into bases and you're like a werewolf, and there's all these like oil people and like Amazon employees and stuff, and you basically sneak in their bases, snap their necks, and then eat them. So you get to literally eat the rich. But the game is like one trick repeated over 7 hours. Every single mission, you sneak into a room, you get seen, you turn into a giant werewolf, and you just eat people. Kevlar bulletproof vests, I just eat them. You just eat everybody. And that's it. The whole game's 7 hours. I did every quest. I did everything. I unlocked every talent tree. I did every hidden item. 7 hours. It's real short. It's stupidly easy. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am with these PS5 games right now. I'm just looking for anything to get on it that's like next gen, I guess. And Destruction All Stars didn't hold me for more than a weekend, basically. So now it's like, I guess Returnal. That's basically the beginning of May when that comes out. So, all right then. Did I miss any other of the new games? No, Sean, what'd you even play this week?
Gray Skies.
Oh gosh,
in my face, and Call of Duty and Taxi Chaos. Which
you in this Call of Duty?
I'm like level 167.
You never ask if I want to play Call of Duty. You see this?
I'm always on. Just hop on.
Are you? Okay.
At night. I play late night.
That's fine.
It's my wind down game.
That's fun. That's fun. All right, cool. I can go play Call of Duty with someone who's level 100 and what? 180?
Something like that. I don't
Interesting.
know.
Okay. We're gonna play a new Battlefield when that drops, based on some of the rumors.
Oh yeah, true.
We're going to do that show on some of the Battlefield game that comes out, because this sounds like it's actually shaping up to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about
that? Was that EA?
That's be EA, but it sounds like they're going to try to go more, I guess, modern with it. And they're going to try to jam a bunch of people into a room. So maybe it'll be like Mag, just not terrible.
Good Mag.
What about? All right, Nate. You didn't really have an opinion on any of those games, so I have to imagine you played something amazing randomly off the eShop.
eShop.
You show up to these podcasts with some interesting games randomly, so
Nothing random from the eShop this week.
Okay.
I just played Destruction All Stars.
Nice coaster.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
It does nothing. This disc is broke. It doesn't do anything now.
Destruction All Stars. Played GoldenEye. Is there anything else? Control on the PlayStation 5 just to see.
I wanted to see it too. I downloaded that on the PS5 because it was there for PlayStation Plus. I was like, why not? And you know what? The ray tracing and stuff in that, it's actually pretty good.
The ray tracing is really good, but it doesn't have HDR.
That is interesting for Control.
No HDR.
What?
But ray tracing? That's crazy.
Unacceptable. It is actually a little crazy.
Sounds like game of the year material right there. All right.
It does use the DualSense triggers though pretty nicely.
Oh yeah, it does. And the DualSense triggers are still kind of, sometimes they still feel kind of like one trick still. I mean, I hope they continue to evolve a bit, but it is like that. Okay, you're gonna press to here, and that's just your resistance point. Like it was with that. It's with that with kind of like Destruction All Stars right now. We see it with Control. I'm hoping we get some more creative ideas to be used for
eventually we'll probably see them fleshed out. It'll probably be from a Sony game more than a third-party game. So
I'm hoping I'm kind of aiming at Deathloop. I'm thinking Deathloop might try some interesting things.
Well, we know Deathloop's going to use it for the guns, like it's going to lock and jam. I'm thinking Ratchet and Clank will use the controller in pretty innovative ways.
They mentioned that when you press halfway down, if you have like a shotgun that has two different barrels, if you press halfway down and you feel that resistance, one side will shoot, and you press it all the way down, the other side will shoot. So like that sounds kind of cool.
That should be pretty cool. Control uses it kind of in a neat way. Probably one of the few neat ways since launch that we've seen. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's only in Control that we're seeing something like this. It's not enough that I'd be like, oh my God, I have to get it on the PlayStation 5 to experience it. But it was a nice little surprise. I wasn't expecting really anything there. But yeah, I don't think really anything else this week. I can't think of any weird Switch game this week, unfortunately. Maybe next week.
Okay. What about Jordan?
Well, it's kind of crappy that Misclick isn't here tonight, because this week I finally sat down and played Age of Calamity.
Oh
no!
And
okay,
I played a lot of it. I think it's a great game. I really enjoy it, and I know it's like several months old, so I won't bore everyone with like a 30-minute like spiel of why I love it.
I
But
would
it's
like
really
that.
fun.
Go, feel free. No, I'm joking.
I don't know what's considered a spoiler or not, but I like playing as the champions quite a bit. I think there's some really cool things you can do in that game, and when you're not just button mashing and you're trying to pull off cool stuff, there's some really cool things that can happen. So yeah, I like the game. It's good.
Okay, very good, Jordan. Finally on the Age of Calamity. Good stuff.
Hey man, I love the game too.